Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin in 5 minutes.
Just waiting for Dave to get back. Then we can start. Here we go. America the Beautiful. America the Beautiful. Right?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tony Labriola. I'm a professor emeritus from the Division of Arts and Letters, and I will serve as Master of Ceremony for this year's commencement. Well, we got a bit of relief, didn't we, from the sudden heat, and this is a glorious day to celebrate our graduates. And this is their day. However, before we bring them out, I'd like to recognize and thank all of you. You know, it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a family and friends to raise a graduate. So for all your help, for all your devotion, for all your patience, and for all your support, thank you. Thank you, all of you, mothers and fathers, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, neighbors, friends, all of you. Thank you so much. You mean the world to GSU and to our community. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Okay, now let's get to graduating. Today, our graduates will receive bachelor's and master's degrees from the College of Education and the College of Health and Human Services. As they cross the stage, our graduates become part of a great GSU tradition, a tradition of academic and personal success. And we look to them to carry the GSU torch as they succeed in their careers and in their future. With me today is Susan Bova, who will serve as our sign language interpreter. And we now begin the ceremony with the fanfare of the trumpet. Our academic procession is led by Dr. Marlon Cummings, President of the Faculty Senate. And the graduates are being led by Dr. Lisa Pennington, carrying the College of Education gonfalon, and Dr. Anjali Bueller, carrying the gonfalon for the College of Health and Human Services. please welcome the Governor State University faculty and staff. And now, will you please welcome our platform party? Colleen Sexton, Associate Provost and Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs. Rosemary Johnson, Associate Provost and Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs. Mushtaq Chowdhury, Dean of Students. Paul McGinnis, Vice President of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. Therese King-Nojos, Vice President, General Counsel, and Interim Vice President of Human Resources. Lori Glass, Associate Professor, College of Health and Human Services. Cheryl Jones-Harper, Civil Service Senate President. Corey Bradford, Vice President of Administration and Finance. Dennis Swanson, Interim Dean, University Library. Maureen Kelly, the Executive Director, Government and Community Relations. Michelle Redd, GSU Foundation Representative. Will Davis, Vice President of Institutional Advancement and CEO of the Governor State Foundation. Mary Carrington, Chair, Division of Science, Mathematics, and Technology, and Interim Executive Director of Graduate Studies. Ileana Marique, Student Senate President. Peter Brossa, Student Speaker. And one of today's graduates, Catherine Balthazar, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Shannon Dermer, Dean of the College of Education. Angela Sebastian, Vice Chair, GSU Board of Trustees. Kimberly Gonzalez, Assistant Director of Alumni Relations. Janine Latrice Koger, Student Trustee. Beverly Schneller, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. Lisa Harrell, Chair of the Board of Trustees. Father Michael Pfleger, Senior Pastor, the Faith Community of St. Sabina. And finally, Cheryl Green, President of Governor State University.
Thank you. To all assembled here, esteemed faculty, President Greene, trustees and distinguished guests, staff, friends of the university, friends and relatives of the graduates, and to the graduates of the class of 2022. Let the commencement of Governor State University's 53rd academic year begin.
Thank you, Dr. Cummings. Before we sing the national anthem, we would like to thank our veterans, active duty military, and their families who are here today. Would all the veterans and active duty military, either in the graduating class or members of the audience, please rise, or if you're in the graduating class, raise your hand, and receive the thanks of a grateful GSU community. This afternoon's national anthem will be sung by Brave Fung, a non-traditional student who earned his bachelor's degree in community health with a focus on addiction recovery. Brave is graduating today with a perfect 4.0 GPA and a song of praise in his heart. Although Brave grew up in Colombia, he always dreamed of returning to the country where he was born to sing the national anthem. Today, his dreams come true. Now, will everyone else please rise and sing along with Brave Fung as we honor America by singing the national anthem and expressing our gratitude for higher education in a free society.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red aglare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
Wow. Thank you, Brave. Please remain standing because we're going to do the Black National Anthem. Please remain standing. The words are in the back of your program if you want to follow along. And Marquise Parks, who is a sophomore here in theater and performance studies and a student. You know, we first met Marquise at the convocation in 2022, where he wowed us with a rendition of the national anthem. Today, he will perform the Black National Anthem, also known as Lift Every Voice and Sing. Please welcome Marquise back to the stage.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. We have come over a way that the tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land.
Wow, what a way to begin a ceremony. Please be seated. And now, will you please join me in welcoming Lisa M. Harrell, Chair of Governor State University Board of Trustees.
What a weekend. We have had the honor of paying special tribute to our doctorate students and then honoring Father Pfleger. And now today, we get to honor you. Some things I may say, some people may have heard this a little bit before, but I'm asking you to pay attention just a little bit because there are some things in it that I want you to hear because you inspire me. Your work ethic, your accomplishments, your tenacity, your creativity, your hope for what is possible, your sheer grit, your ability to bend and refusal to break, your curiosity and your boldness to try new things that have never been done before. Your commitment to your family and your family's commitment to you, it is so evident. Yes, you inspire me to be better, to do better. So it goes without saying that when I had to put my words together for you today, they had to be on point. They had to inspire greatness. So as I began to think about just the right words, I said, I know, I'll start with the quote. Everybody likes a quote. I love a good quote. Quotes are those single sentences that seem to perfectly capture the essence of a moment, a lifetime, a memory, or a movement. The right quote can inspire a nation, move you to tears, start a rebellion, or simply keep you going past that last final and that last paper just before you gave up. The right quote would inspire and encapsulate your college experience that led you to this moment when the Jaguar Nation class of 2022 stands up to be recognized. Now, when preparing my words for you, I scoured some of my favorite inspirational quotes from Winston Churchill to Tupac, from President Obama to Lady Gaga, from the Bible to Cardi B, looking for those perfect words to inspire. But alas, although I found many quotes that stirred my spirit, I struggled to find one that was just right for you, for this moment. And then I started thinking about my individualized experiences and conversations with you, like Miss Catherine Jones, when we talk about grandchildren and mortgages and why should I go on, and you inspire me. So therefore, it was not a single quote, because you didn't need inspiration. You are the inspiration. It is not the words that are inspiring, but you that inspire the words. You are words in action, and therefore cannot be reduced to a single quote. This class, this school, you refuse to be put into a box, to take a path that has been defined by others, but you chose to walk the road less traveled. Then it hit me. That was it. Those were my words. Not a single quote, but a collage of thoughts inspired by you. You are words in action. Because of whom you are, when others are still talking about what can't be done, you were too busy doing it to even see the barriers. You see not the problems, but the possibilities. So this is what I have for you today. Be fearless. Have courage to take risks. Go where there are no guarantees. Get out of your comfort zone, even if it means being uncomfortable. The road less traveled is sometimes fraught with barricades, bumps, and uncertain terrain, but it is on that road where your character is truly tested. And have the courage to accept that you're not perfect. Nobody is, and nothing is, and that is okay. Now, these words come from a book that was penned by Katie Couric, and I love the book because the author alludes to making choices and taking chances, simply being the first one in your family to go to college, switching your major, deciding to learn local. You've already gone into uncharted territories. Going back to school when people said, you're too old. You've been through too much. Now, undoubtedly, these less traveled paths look mysterious with unexpected situations, but these unconventional choices eventually lead a person, they lead you to something extraordinary. And I believe that you will continue to do something extraordinary. You are more ready than you realize to take the next step in your great journey. Your degree today is a moment in time, and what you do with that degree will make that difference. You have been prepared by your time here at GSU and sharpened by life's experiences, the ups and the downs. Dreams that were birthed inside of you when you were a child have been cultivated, strengthened, tested, and now is your time. Yes, you inspire, not simply by your words, but by your actions. You're graduating today. You did that. Now, I'm going to ask you just to play with me for a few seconds. And audiences, family, please do the same. I need you to raise your finger in the air like something just happened great today. Come on, raise them up high, because they just graduated. Give them that. Now, I want you to twirl that finger around, because they just graduated. Now, I want you to take that finger that you said yes, and I want you to put it on your chin. On your chin. Now, this is my cheek, but you put it on your chin. All right, put your hands down, because some of you are going to get it a little later. This is what I want you to think about. Your words, although powerful, are limited. People will always watch what you do before they listen to what you say every day of the week. Your actions tell some people something about you. What you do with your degree will inspire others. What you do, not necessarily always what you say. So what do your actions say to me? Well, they tell me you are beautiful, you are kind, you finish what you start. You don't look at the problems, you look at the possibilities. You do it even when you're afraid. Like Father Pfleger, who we will honor later on today, you are servant leaders. You serve those in front of you. You got degrees because you're going to add to this community. That is who you are. You make mistakes and you learn from them. You travel roads that others fear to tread, and you choose the path less traveled. You are our hope for the future. So, I've learned something preparing my words for you. It is not a single quote that inspires me today. It is you. And I'm going to tell you a secret, but don't tell anybody yet. It is because of you. It is because of my 3 years on this board, watching you, cheering with you, crying with some of you, that I learned how the hot dogs are made. You never heard that. It says, I don't want to know how the hot dogs are made because you don't necessarily want to eat them. What it means is when you're in it and you get to see how things are done, you go, ooh. But I'm telling you, being on the board, you get to see how the hot dogs are made. And that has inspired me even more. And because of your inspiration and knowing that, in the fall, I will be joining the ranks as a student of the doctoral program at Governor State University. Because of you, because of you, because of your stories, because of your tenacity. So I leave you then with these words, not a single quote to inspire, as I had intended, but simply words inspired by you. From The Road Less Traveled by Robert Frost. I shall be telling this on with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled, and that has made all the difference. On behalf of Governor State University Board of Trustees, a very proud Board of Trustees, we congratulate you, the Jaguar Nation of 2022. We celebrate you today and the roads you will travel.
Thank you, Chair Harrell. We, the faculty, look forward to seeing you in a few years. And now, Dr. Marlon Cummings, President of the Faculty Senate, will address the graduates on behalf of GSU's excellent faculty.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I bring you greetings and congratulations on behalf of the faculty at Governor State University. Congratulations to each of you on your graduation. Today is a day of celebration. It is a reflection of perseverance on your journey at GSU, including the many experiences, accomplishments, and connections you've made during your time with us. As I reflect back on my own commencement, I had so many different feelings all at once. Excitement, fatigue, freedom, hope, anxiety, fear of student loans, the anticipation of my new career, but mostly I felt joy and excitement about the opportunity to share my talents with my community, with this nation, and with the world. Now, as a faculty member, while I still remember those feelings, it has changed a bit for me, but the overwhelming feeling of joy remains, making commencement my favorite time in the life of a college campus. As professors, although often not said, we are thankful for a job like no other, for society has trusted us with creating its future leaders. And at Governor State, we produce leaders. As faculty, we have tried to instill in our graduates the need to pay attention to the well-being of the communities in which they belong. We produce graduates who have the power and ability to help communities, organizations, and people. Graduation is also a time to reflect and dream about the future. But because of all that's going on in the world, many of us are just trying to get through today. In fact, some of you may be worried about the future, but yet I encourage you to remain focused on your bright future because the world is still moving. Your talents are needed, and there are many that are counting on you. So be sure to navigate creatively and authentically through your world. And remember to try to make a difference in any way you can, even if it's just in the smallest ways. Communicate with confidence and poise, and remember to listen and be open to altering your perspective whenever possible. Continue to learn and remember to teach. Follow your dreams. And of course, have gratitude. For gratitude helps us make sense of our past, brings us peace to the present, and creates a vision of tomorrow. Family and friends, but particularly parents, including those people who serve as parents, you know who I'm talking about, big sister, cousin, abuela, uncle, you know who you are. Take a moment and feel and express that pride that I know is filling your heart. Cheer for your graduate. Hug them tight. They deserve it. Graduates, please keep in touch with that special professor and staff member or two and come back and visit us. Remember what Governor State means to you and never forget how much you mean to us. Yesterday, students. Today, graduates. Tomorrow, alumni. Forever, Jaguars. Congratulations, 2022. You made it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cummings. And speaking of alumni, I would like to ask Kimberly Gonzalez, Assistant Director of Alumni Relations and an alumna herself, to welcome our graduates on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Good afternoon. I am so proud to be here speaking to you today. I remember sitting where you are now and experiencing that rich feeling of accomplishment. I looked around the room to my fellow graduates, and I knew I was now a part of something great. Today, we celebrate your greatness and welcome you to your legacy, the Governor State University class of 2022. You have proven your strength and resilience by balancing your busy lives with your studies. As alumni, you are the best example of GSU's educational excellence. You are now connected to more than 57,000 alumni who have come before you, and also those who will come after you. And as you go out into the world creating bigger and better opportunities for you, I ask you to remember us. Display your GSU pride and advocate for the university at every opportunity, in your community, within your house of worship and your civic organizations, and in your place of employment. As a GSU alum, you can help us find internships for those students following in your footsteps. And return to us and engage in the university. Come back and share your success stories, become a volunteer leader, mentor a student, and network with all the other alumni. Continue demonstrating GSU's values by being civically engaged, innovative, and as fellow alumna and vice chair of the GSU Board of Trustees, Angela Sebastian says, lead where you are. Finally, collectively, pay it forward. As a class, help future students receive the quality education they deserve. No matter how large or small your gift, together, the 2022 class will have a legacy that makes a difference. Congratulations on your accomplishments. On behalf of the generations of alumni, I happily welcome you, the class of 2022, to the Governor State Alumni family.
Thank you, Kimberly. And now, will you please join me in welcoming Janine Latrice Koger, GSU student trustee, as she introduces our student speaker.
Good afternoon, class of 2022. It is with great pleasure that I introduce this afternoon's student speaker, Peter Brossa. He is graduating today with a master's degree in social work. When he completed his bachelor's degree in 2020, Peter was unable to receive his degree in person because COVID-19 canceled commencements across the world, including Peter's. So today, Peter brings a double voice of joy as he shares his incredible story of triumph. For his dedication to education and his generosity of spirit, today, Peter represents the class of 2022. So please welcome my friend and your commencement speaker, Peter.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Jaguars. First, I would like to say thank you to the Board of Trustees, all faculty and staff, and of course, President Green and her administration. Secondly, I would like to congratulate the class of 2022. As we gather here today, I would like you to look around the room, look at the people next to you, and think about the people that came here to celebrate your success today. Did you ever imagine this moment? Did you ever imagine this accomplishment? Did you ever imagine this day? I want you to turn to the person next to you and tell them, I did it. Albert Einstein once said, logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere. Oftentimes in life, we tell ourselves that we are not capable of many things. We have told ourselves, I will not be accepted into college. I will not get that job. I won't be able to study abroad. Or even the infamous, I will not graduate college. Oftentimes, we are faced with what is called imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome makes us believe that we don't belong in the room that we are standing or sitting in. I dedicate this speech to my mother, who passed away when I was just 13 years old. I dedicate this speech to my father, who was diagnosed with the same type of cancer 2 years later that my mother succumbed to, who taught me that despite any hard obstacle, you can keep pushing through. I dedicate this opportunity to the 17-year-old Peter, who dropped out of high school because for many years, I felt like the world was against me. Eventually, I received my GED and became motivated to enroll in college, despite being out of a school setting for almost 5 years. Along the way, I recognized that I too wanted to help people get to a better place in life, inspired by the many influential people that have helped me along the way. I am graduating today because of the numerous people who supported and believed in me. Like many, being a first-generation college student who has faced many difficult challenges along the way, I too faced the imposter syndrome. I told myself that I would never be capable of receiving a full ride scholarship from the dual degree program to obtain a bachelor's degree or be able to travel internationally for the first time and serve communities in Ghana and Panama with fellow students and faculty from Governor State University, let alone graduate with a master's degree. But I have. I am here today to tell you that that little voice in my head that told me I was an imposter many times was diminished by something even bigger. And that was my imagination telling me that I can succeed despite the difficulties I face. It is now my turn to face you and tell you I did it. Thank you. COVID-19 has brought forth many challenges to our daily lives in ways we could have never imagined. Thoughts of throwing birthday parties on Zoom or attending all of our classes remotely were not the social interactions we originally planned for. Some of the major events in our life were canceled or changed abruptly. To say that COVID-19 has changed our lives is an understatement. No one predicted that a global pandemic would occur unexpectedly and challenge us in new ways like never before. But did we really? Or did we not imagine such a world to which we could adapt? Class of 2022, in such adverse times, we have shown strength, determination, and most of all, resilience. Resilience in challenging times like this helps us in the way in which we perceive and experience the world around us. As resilient individuals, we have to reimagine how to become even more creative problem solvers despite the many impacts of the barriers we had to face. Imaginations are unique in the fact that we all have our own, and it's the one thing that not one person can take away from us or see with their own eyes. It is our imagination. Nothing in my wildest dreams could have prepared me for these experiences that I've had while being a Jaguar, but one thing did, and that was my imagination. A wise woman by the name of Michelle Obama once said, "Instead of letting your hardships and failures discourage or exhaust you, let them inspire you. Let them make you even hungrier to succeed." With that, as we leave here today with our new regalia, I want everyone in the room to remember the many steps we took and the roads that we traveled to get here today. I want to remind everyone that we can change lives. We can change the world together, no matter what class, race, sexual orientation, or religion we are. We can create a world where we do not judge or discriminate others that are different from us. We can create anything in this world, and it all starts with a vivid imagination. Class of 2022, I wish you the best of luck and for you to celebrate not only what you have accomplished in light of so many challenges, but also to celebrate what we have imagined. Our imaginations are what have gotten us all here to this day and what have gathered us in this room. Congratulations, class of 2022, on all of your accomplishments thus far. I cannot wait to see where we go and the change that we create in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. I was thinking as I listened to Peter, I got an opportunity one time to play Kris Kringle in a play. And one of the greatest lines was when I said to this little girl, the greatest nation in the world is the imagination. Thank you, Peter. And now it is my great honor to present the 6th president of Governor State University, Dr. Cheryl Green.
Good afternoon, Governor State University and Jaguar family members. I am President Cheryl Green, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Spring 2022 Commencement Ceremony. It's so nice to see you here in this place at this predestined moment. But before I begin my remarks, let me also acknowledge the people who helped shape, build, and continue to support our students at Governor State. Let me begin by acknowledging the GSU Board of Trustees, the Chief Academic Officer and Provost, Dr. Beverly Sneller, members of the President's Cabinet, our esteemed faculty member who taught you, poured into you, shaped you, led you, guided you, believe in you, and celebrate you. Our administrative staff, and of course, let me also acknowledge our honorary degree recipient, Father Michael Pfleger. Continuing on, our great student leaders who have come before you. And last but not least, every student sitting in this audience is to be celebrated. Let us applaud them. Thank you all for joining us today as we rejoice in this moment. Like the students sitting in the audience, I am thrilled to be here because I look forward to this occasion since I arrived at GSU. And many of you know I came in July of 2020 at the height of the pandemic. Some people questioned my sanity for starting a role like this in the middle of a pandemic. Commencement 21, which was held last year, was a virtual event, but oh, today we are in person. I have had so many emails and texts and stops in the hallway from students thanking me for having this in-person ceremony. What they don't know is I'm just as excited as they are about today's events. Commencement represents something very special, emotional, and life-changing. Many of our graduates are first-generation college students who have accomplished something no one else in their family has ever done. They are, in fact, the wildest dreams of their ancestors. If you are the first person in your family to receive a college degree, please stand and be celebrated and acknowledged by Governor State. Other students are carrying on a proud educational tradition that may go back 1, 2, or 3 generations over many years, and others still represent multiple generations of Jaguars. If you are not the first person in your family to obtain a college degree, and this is a generational legacy that you are upholding, please stand and be recognized. This audience is made up of many special types of graduates. And today we have sisters Emily and Lydia Aguirre receiving master's and bachelor's degrees from the university where their mother, Raquel, worked for nearly 30 years before retiring in 2021. These are but 2 of nearly 1,000 very special stories being celebrated today with bachelor's, master's, and other advanced degrees. In fact, nearly 30%, or 261, are graduating with the honors of summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. Please rise as you are able if you are any of those people. Thank you. And when we drill down further, we find that nearly 23 or 2% are graduating with a 4.0 GPA as summa cum laude. Please stand. And May 14th, 2022 is a very special day in the history of Governor State University, we are graduating our first ever PhDs today. While we have offered the EDD, which is another type of doctorate, for years, 9 candidates in the class of 2022 will be the first to receive the doctorate of philosophy degrees from the university. Please rise as you are able. I could go on, but I want you to look at my face and see the sheer joy and pride. And I'll let you in on a secret. There are many roles and responsibilities as a president, many challenges, many struggles, and many successes. But the absolute best part of being president is celebrating with you on a day like today. Watching you walk across the stage with your degree in hand is you achieving your dream. Your journey to this predestined moment has been quite remarkable. And along the way, you encountered innumerable obstacles, some of which were placed before you because of COVID-19. And despite the disruptions, despite the supply chain shortages, despite the setbacks, despite the changes in the type of class that you were prepared to participate in, you persevered. I call it predestined because I agree with a statement made long ago by the former President JFK, who said, "Every accomplishment starts with the will and the decision to try." When each one of you made the decision to try, you set the universe in motion to align with you, your goal, and that is no small feat. Graduates, I am constantly reminded today of the incredible ways that you have left your mark on our hearts and on our minds and on our campus community. You have explored different languages and cultures. You have expressed artistic passions through music, theater, and dance performances. You have used your business savvy and entrepreneurial spirit to create new companies. And through teaching and mentorship, you have helped the next generation of students find their way. You have led research that has expanded knowledge to a variety of fields, and you have served your community by volunteering countless hours of schools and nursing homes and parks and other organizations, and you have donated thousands of dollars for good causes. At Governor State University, we believe in service. We believe in giving back to our community. And of course, as I continue to mention the notable things about our graduates, I also have to mention a special group, our student athletes. Our student athletes are scholar athletes, and they have prevailed this year. Our men's soccer team produced its first national qualifier, Lenny Bowman. And another scholar athlete, Sedona Lynn Smith, who set records on the golf course and set the pace in academics for her academic excellence and service to the community. Sedona received the Student Lincoln Laureate Award for Governor State this year. This award is presented by the governor of Illinois and is the highest honor in the state of Illinois that any student can achieve. Please give them a round of applause. In fact, can Lenny and Sedona please stand and be recognized? In so many ways, you don't have to be on an athletic team to be a champion. In fact, all of you are champions. And as graduates of Governor State University, you have the skills and experience to positively impact your community, your state, your country, and yes, the world. And when you give back to the community, we all win. We all win. And so as you walk across this stage today, I want you to remember something and keep it close to your heart. You are now and forever members of the Jaguar family. And you, each and every one of you, are this university's legacy as the jewel of the Southland. And I expect you to shine and shine brightly. And I hope that you will return to campus often, whether it's cheering our teams at homecoming games or sharing your expertise as an alumni mentor to a new class of students, or any number of ways you show your Jaguar pride. We will always welcome you home. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Greene. And I would now like to call upon Dr. Beverly Schneller, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will present our honorary degree candidate.
Good afternoon. In the Roman Catholic Church, Father Michael Louis Pfleger is a strong and consistent voice for the institution's social justice mission and a champion for equity and equality, not only in Chicago, but across the United States. From the pulpit of his Southside Sanctuary, Father Pfleger preaches the gospel of social justice, often defying constructs of race and religion to bring attention to inequities and immoralities across the city and the larger region. He tirelessly and fearlessly takes leadership to task when they fail to move in ways that support the success and well-being of the underrepresented, disenfranchised, and silent or voiceless members of our communities. Unrelenting in these demands on the power structure, Father Mike is both beloved and berated, praised and persecuted for his convictions on human rights. His work has earned national awards and the media spotlight for his unconventional strategies to draw attention to what he calls sinkholes in housing, education, and employment. Risking everything, Father Pfleger challenges gang members to choose relationships over rivalries. Since 2012, Pfleger and leaders who share his vision for peace have organized the Peace League Tournament. NBA referees officiate games where young men trade guns for basketballs in the Peace League. Through the tournament, Father Pfleger offers hope and creates positive change for the players. When the Archdiocese of Chicago ordained Michael Louis Pfleger in 1975, it also confirmed the vow he had made after witnessing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during his 1966 housing march in Chicago. The young Pfleger was transformed as he watched Dr. King stare down hate with another powerful emotion. Calling love the face of social justice, the young white pastor walked into a Black Catholic church on the heels of the civil rights movement and inspired hope where little existed. In the 4 decades that he has called St. Sabina home, Father Pfleger has restored lives and families, and in the process has built Chicago's largest African-American Catholic church. He lives the mission of authentic social justice as he supports human rights daily in word and deed. For his unwavering commitment to social justice and humanity, from the South Side of Chicago to South Africa, and to Governor State University's own ideals of diversity, equity, and inclusion for all students, the Board of Trustees is honored to award the Reverend Michael Louis Pfleger, priest, adoptive parent, activist, and the archenemy of inequity, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. We welcome him into our community of inspirational scholars, artists, activists, and educators on this day, May 14th, 2022, which is also the 47th anniversary of his holy ordination into the Catholic priesthood.
President Greene will now officially confer the honorary degree.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, Michael Louis Pfleger, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Thank you, President Green, not only for this honor, but thank you for who you are and what you are doing at Governor State University. You are a gift to Governor State and to this country. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Board of Trustees and the faculty, administration, and the students. Congratulations, 2022. Congratulations, the achievement that you have made and are making today. It is a great honor to receive a doctorate degree here at Governor State University, but even greater because of who you are, because of your commitment to justice, because of your commitment to righten this world and to make it the world God called it to be. You indeed have been an example and set an example for all universities around this country. In the developing an Institute of Social Justice, we should have one at every college and every university throughout this country. It's never needed it more than right now. To all the graduates on this special day, congratulations to you for your persistence, for your sacrifice, for your commitment, and for your achievement. What it took to get to this day, I charge you this afternoon to hold on to your dreams. Hold on to the purpose and the plan and the divine destiny that God has placed inside of you. Greatness is inside of you. Don't ever doubt it, and don't let anyone ever question it. You are great. Also understand that you have everything you need to achieve what God has called you to. He has placed everything in you to reach your dream and to live your dream. You are multi-gifted. You are multi-talented. You are full of possibilities and potentials. And nobody can take that from you, and don't ever deny it for yourself. Know that you must not only have a developed mind, but equally important, you need a developed heart. It is important that you know how to love and to care and have compassion, while you also have the intelligence to make change. Don't ever let life's challenges, nor this unjust world in which we live, ever cause you to give up on your dreams. And don't ever compromise them. Don't compromise who you are and who God has called you to be. Continue to push the envelope. Continue to think outside the box. Have the courage to ask the questions nobody is asking anymore, and demand the answers that nobody wants to give anymore. Don't ever try to fit in this world. This world is broken. Fix it, heal it, and make it what it ought to be. This world needs you like ever before. The division that exists in this world and in this country, and yes, in this state and in the city of Chicago, is real and tangible. And COVID has called us to even be more separated and divided from one another. But coming out of COVID should not be something that holds us down, but rather look at it as an opportunity. So many say, let's return to normal. We do not want normal. Normal was never good in America, in Chicago, or in Illinois. Don't be normal. Be something brand new. Make this country live up to who she says she is. Call this world to redeem her soul and to find her conscience again, because she has become mean-spirited, cold-hearted, and very disconnected from one another. And while you seek to reach your heights in your life, I charge you, do not forget the poor. Do not forget the alienated. Do not turn your back on the demonized people or the neglected people. All that you have gained here, use to lift somebody up. All those that America and this world has thrown to the side of the road, you must be the good Samaritans that reach out and help them. You must be the ones that let them know they are cared about, they are loved, and they are seen. You are a hope. And you are now called to pick up the baton. In many ways, we adults should apologize because we're not leaving you a very good world. But pick up the baton and make it what it ought to be. Run the race for justice. Run the race for freedom. Run the race for truth. And run the race for nonviolence. Call us to be the brothers and sisters we are supposed to be each other. We are not strangers. We are not disconnected. Call us to be the family God called us to be. I believe in you. You are my hope. And we believe in you. At the funeral of the 4 little girls that were killed in Birmingham, Dr. King said, we must arrest the murderer. We must arrest the one who placed the bomb that killed these 4 innocent children. But Dr. King said we must also arrest the country that created a bomber and created a murderer. And that's what I call you to do. I call you, class of 2022, arrest a country that has called people to hate. Arrest a country that has called people to be racist. Arrest a country that has called people to be violent. Arrest a country that has made guns kind of our wardrobe. Arrest a country of racism and sexism and homophobia. Arrest a country that has gotten out of control and forgets who we are as Americans. You are the best. We don't need you to fit in. We need you to turn this country upside down and right side up. You can do it. You must do it. We need you. Congratulations, Jaguars.
Wow. I started crying about halfway through. Thank you so much, Father Pfleger. Well, you've got your marching orders. You heard it. Here we go. I now call upon Dr. Beverly Schneller, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, who will present our graduates.
Will the class of 2022 please rise as you are able? President Green, I have the honor of presenting the class of 2022. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and of the deans of the colleges, I certify that these candidates have completed all degree requirements. At this time, I ask that those students earning bachelor's degrees from the College of Education to please come forward as directed by your marshals. All other students, please be seated.
We are joined by Dr. Shannon Dermer, Dean of the College of Education, and President Green. We present to you the candidates for Bachelors of Arts. Rachel Veneri. Casey Janae McQuillan. Krista M. Scott. Stephanie Negron Hobson. Tiffany D. Johnson. Guadalupe Sanchez. Eunice Zaret Gomez. Amy Janine Perez Vargas. Wait. Ruben Manuel Lopez III. Chanel E. Rains. Lakaya Nyrika Vaden. Miasia Oriane Metcalf. Sadie Withbridge. Vanessa Guadalupe Magana. Tiffany Kozlerick. Jasmine Turner. Gloria Willis. Davier Chevelle Ariana Cole. Aisha Nafis Muhammad. Dina Hamad. Jessica Ray Hobbs. Brianna Jackson. Heaven D. Phillips. LaShonda Ramey. Miranda Nicole Seamson. Javier Berrigan. Maya Beauford. Jarrell LaJ Harris. Brenda Ijechi Johnson. Catherine Rose Drish. Yasmin Mustafa. Stephanie Flory. Sarah Marie Kent. Caitlin Victoria Kidd. Melanie Joy Michelle Luckett. Vanessa Nunez. Kaylee Sims. Alondra Solis Rios. Jamie Harris. Emily Catherine Pinto. Mary Elizabeth Feta. Monica Lynn Schrank. Alexandra Noel Slater. Lila M. Smith. Aya Saleh Mohammed. Jasmine Lynn Sipla. Alexandria May Tatum. Miranda Lee Scala Ramirez. Alyssa Juliana Harris. Sarah Ann Avery. Abdul Marar. Lori Thomas. Katie Marie Bielski. Jessica Lynn Cope. Bethany Jane Rios. Rama Diab. Samantha Nicole Greenhold. Angel Johnson. Sarah Alfawaka. Norma Sanchez. Melissa Jane Sidler. Emmanuel Leal. Esperanza Lizette Neighbor. Denise Clementi. Marley E. Hawkins. Shayna Catherine Vopolak. Rebecca Sharon Surza. Mary Kate Godinez. Dejiani Santana. Brenda Quezada. Rima Dina. Doa Dana. Adriana Marie Varela. Sarah Ann Solon. Melanie Donna O'Connell. Antonia Marie Guajardo. Tessa Mullen. Shakara Sky Moore. Kimberly Sarah Aquaviva. Monique Newson. Jumana Faras Shaibi. Shermaine Rakonda Chapman. Sylvia Lillian Bradshaw. Melissa Mari Cabrales. Alejandra Govea. Vicky Vanessa Cordova. Thank you. Seja Alrub. We now present to you the candidates for Masters of Arts and Education Specialists. Pamela Nicole Dukes. Jessica Chaija. Rashida Muhammad. Asia Nicole Parker. Sydney Marie Peterson. Kalina Brumfield. Brittany Renee Hicks. Kristen Finley. Vincent Gray. Anam Butt. Alexis Mercedes Gregorish. Melissa Flanagan Zofke. Jessica P. Cooper. Zara Carvajal. Kiriana A. Gunn. Latasha Irving. Erica Marie Hamilton. Shanae Ann Ross. Trisha Wells. Erica Liebert. Marquetta Denise Smith. Nina Marie Zalewski. Tamika Michelle Fowler. Seamus Howard Murphy. Nicole Marie Napier. Nicole Sonoris. Jeanette Burden. Naomi Marie Ledesma. Elise Marie Russell. Ciara Nichols. Mario Enrique Salamanca Jr. Sharaka Simmons. Samitria Chambers Abelli. Joyce Rochelle Norwood. Rose Lee Atkins. Alina Marie Schilling. Jessica Lynn Orr. Terry A. Fortney. Paul Anthony Kelly. Arnetta Brown. Lindsay Morgan Jones. Nicholas Alexander Samaski. Lashana Clark. Marla Itzel Cardenas. Brittany Neal. Kadriana Hughes. Ellen Ann Richkus. Christy Baracco Estrada. Jasmine Roshanta Williams. Nope, that's it.
I am joined by Dr. Catherine Balthazar, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. We present you with the candidates for the Bachelor of Health Administration, Bachelor of Health Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work.
It appears we're having a little technical difficulty with the scanner, so please be patient. I hope we can do this. The scanner is what puts the names up on the television. They're working on it right now. Hopefully we'll have it fixed.
Okay. Jenna Heinz. Brittany Jimenez Bowen. Julissa Juarez. Sandra Rosilas Ortiz. Alexandria Carter Blevins. Kimberly Lopez Martinez. Tanika Givens. Jalen Smith. Nadia Washington. Zachary Detloff. Rachel Niebert. Lindsay Watts. Haley Cerny. Nuer, Dafala. Ayon Mariscal. John Benz. Brave Fung. Celeste Brown, Gerald House, Casey Campagna, Ezekiel Ramel G. Rassault, Justine Asas, Olarica Adeluga, Nahara Israel, Kiara Smith, Eliza Mazur, Rolanda Riziama, Robert Solon, Yolanda Woods, Cheney Smith, Amani Bunnell, Talise Marley, Sahara Wiley, Shonda Clancy, Sedona Lynn Smith, Jasmine Nader, Carrington Elise Davis, Amber Roble, Britain Milan Avant, Jade Ariel Cohen, Michelle Molina, Asubane Alex, Abigail Alex, Shonda Shelton, Ariana Sullivan, L'Oreal Hall, Daisy Gutierrez, Kalisha Sashina Simpson, Hannah Alabizi Fayestan, Marana Khalid Hattar, Natalie Jarabra, Mark Moraga, Christina B. Pinckney, Terrence Bryant, Stephanie Lynn Schober, Sarah Rose West, Hannah Colette Alexander, Fadia Ahmed, Melody Richardson, Danielle Jabaja, Huda Hassan Yassin, Asia Antoinette Harris, Kyoto Regalado, Latricia Annette Ruffins, Mariam Suzanne Abbas Balamaha, Sayeda A. Nisar, Diana Abdulrahman, Micaiah Newsom, Jermaine Montgomery, Deborah Denise Christian, Alicia Lashage, Shelby Caroline Stern. Sylvia Loving. Brooke Olivia Butler. Trakila Hudson. Mohammed Al-Zagari. Malika Connery. Daisy Leslie Desiderio. Tamiki LaShawn Harris. Shankara Pagana. Angela Alfreda Howard. Stephen John Anderson. Mahmoud Youssef Al-Tahabit. Mamad Alderrahman. Taiwo Alasana Alatunde. Quentin Jones. Jessica Ann Jones. Victoria Dean. Bahaldeen Al-Asaf. Mohammed Shaban. We present you with the candidates for the Master of Health Administration, Master of Health Science, Master of Occupational Therapy, Master of Science in Nursing, and Master of Social Work. Derek Lamont Love. Taylor Simone Guyton. Jatisse Barber. Charlene Hall. Paulina Surratt. Roderick Martinez. Deborah Aludimi. Arisa Amanda Adia James. Nawachuki Anyada Nikichi. Mary Nikamukalam Owa. Richard James Adema. Jennifer Tier. Andriel Bullock. Toybat A. Akib. Isha Patel. Anjanette Flynn. Ron Sandiapagu. Alyssa Del Polo. Fatima Mohammed Saleh. Savannah Alicia Regis. Tiffany Dean. Motique Huffman. Dawn Rankins. Nijan Bopana. Mariama James. Philomena Chioma Okonakwa. Mohammed Naveed. Simon Rapace. Swaroop Samagao. Charuna Sri Shapura. Kalyana Racharla. Harish Alampali. Catherine Carol Jones. Ashley Laverne Robinson. Rolando Serna Fausto. Jamal Rashard. Vanessa Gomez. Melanie Clavel. Angela Taylor. Eric Miles Williams. Sanice Williams. Valentina Powell. Rachel O'Shea. Emily Nicole Kennel. Samantha Murphy. Alexis Ganser. Morgan Danielle Langer. Karina Ramos. Avis Branch Wesley. Mary Sarah Huffman. Renee Marie Reimer. Christina Marie Sandy. Allah Ismail Mahmoud. Melanie Norma Fitch. Peter Ryan Brassey. Daryl L. Coleman. Ramya Sir Gurab Vilakula. Noura Jabril. Robin L. Reynolds. Matthew J. Good. Sharon Monsi Chaco. Madeline Bootsbach. Jasmine Dillon. Lauren Elizabeth Downer. Alyssa M. Yates. Natalie Ann Mason. Gabrielle Boudreau. Delaney Danielle Creamer. Elizabeth Rose Kuntz. Christina Clay. Sydney Catrice Turner. Jonathan Joseph Key. Ashley Nicole Novi. Kayla Kimes. Brittany Pinkney. Anna Klimowska. Tabitha Marie Duncan. Sylvia L. Turner. Sheena Joy Wallace Chaplin. Christine DeLisser. Monica Alice Brown. Marlena Smushna. Anita Wilasowski. Carolina Serrato. Lalani Haloum. Alexandria Marie Hausner. Julia Rose Makuska. Asia Campbell. Felicia Owakanu Odu. Millicent Baidu. Abina Kanadu Poku. Abiyenwins Sandra Abraham. Yatunde Ayoda. Carlin C. Newell. Kevin John Benson. Patty Ames. Humberto Pena Jr. Samantha Ariel Johnson. Courtney Conway. Jessica Marie Boyd. Matthew Dubay. Ellen Elizabeth Goodwin. Kate Irene Koval. Jessica Joanne Zuniewicz. Jessica Joanne Zuniewicz. Brenna Marie Callahan. Martina Cease. Crobea Asante Omamako. Veronica Jordan. Jasmine Nashay Paul. Clinton McCoy. Dwayne Bell Jr.
President Green, I am proud to introduce Governor State University's 2022 class of candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice and the Doctor of Physical Therapy from the College of Health and Human Services, along with the Doctor of Education in Counselor Education and Supervision, and the Doctor of Education in Interdisciplinary Studies from the College of Education. I am also happy to introduce Governor State University's historic first PhD candidates, the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education and Supervision. On Thursday, we hosted a special hooding ceremony during which all of the university doctoral candidates
were invested with unique regalia representing their doctoral degrees. Today, as they cross the stage, they wear their doctoral hoods, signifying their attainment of the highest academic degree that a university can bestow. Oh, you need to come here. Do they need to come from the, okay.
Can you? Thank you.
Maria Ruth Mankinan Barnes. Georgina Gonzalez Lopez. Evelyn Kamen. Bobby A. Logan. Princess Gabrielle Gabor. Andrew Ansel. Yanitza Zamora Guzman. Tracy D. Metcalf. Soshana Bat Yehuda. Rosanna Sierra Sweech. Imelda A. Macias. Brittany Bianca Davis. Christopher Madison. Dia Colisa Jordan. Sharvana Hampton Campbell. Kimberly S. Peters. Julia Nicole Thomas. David Dietz. LaConyer Davis. Marin R. McElroy. Alexandra Ruby. Matthew Connor McTague. Tyler Siebert. John Michael Deere. Vincent Q. Lai. Alicia Carpenter. Crystal Kofod. Brittany Gail Hancock Brown. Jamie Vetterly. Richard Blake Mohar. Olayemi Olabamiji. Atra Ward. Jonathan Thomas Sidlowski. Burton Jaimes Jr. Dennis M. O'Callahan. Shaban Bayram. Aaron Matthew George Fullerton. Stephen Moon. Mihal Kuchek. Joshua Sheen. Andrea Nicole Bultima. Claire Michelle Kramer. Emily Elizabeth Karstens. Victoria Angela Buffon. Kimberly Marie Hayes. Stephen Thomas Paul. Cody Borneman. Sorrel Bott. Kayleen Anita Kolpak.
Brittany Marie Gibbs. Kristen Catalano. Grace Zaid Garcia.
And now, President Green will officially confer the degrees.
Thank you, deans and graduates. Would all the candidates for bachelor, master, and doctoral degrees please rise and remain standing for the official conferral of degrees. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the university and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Governor State University and the state of Illinois, I confer upon you the appropriate academic degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Please remain standing if you are able. And now, to signify your graduation, please move your tassels from right to left. Welcome, graduates, into the company of educated women and men. You may now be seated.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us today on this very happy and important day. We ask that graduates and guests remain seated during the recessional and during some of the subsequent fanfare music. When the music subsides, you may exit the auditorium, both left and right. In consideration of other guests, please don't congregate in the lobby. The weather is still nice outside. And we all, trustees, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests, and my wish to you as you go forward, may the road rise up to meet you, and may the wind be always at your back. Graduates, faculty, President Green, trustees, guests, and friends, our commencement ceremony is now concluded. Platform party, faculty, and staff, please rise for the recessional. Strike up the band.